Hello everybody and welcome back to the Up the Guts channel. Geez, it was a bit of a disappointing third test with rain affected down at the Gabba or over in Brisbane, which was very annoying, it's safe to say the least, as the Aussies got off to a flying start in that first innings. First with the ball, then with the bat, and then a game could have really been made in that second innings with the Aussies, the Indians getting on top of the Aussies with the ball really late. But then rain just affected and we didn't get a result. So it resulted in a draw. Series is still 1-1 going into the Boxing Day test at the G. So 1-1 got into the fourth test. It'll be interesting to see. The Boxing Day test is always a big mark on the calendar. For any cricket fan or sport fan, for the Boxing Day test is a great moment and just a great time of the year. Obviously, you've had Christmas, you celebrate your family, but then it's time to get into the Boxing Day test. And we know the Scotty Boland Victorian will be there, so that's very much exciting. Let's hope he can repeat that 6 for 7. He got those a few years ago. But without further ado, let's get into the rankings of the third test. Although there's not as much to talk about, we'll still get into it. So let me flip it over there. All right, let's start off with the Aussies. Obviously, as always, we go in the batting order. So Usman Khawaja in the first innings made 21 and then made 8. So you could say in the first innings he looked like he was staying around for a little bit, but couldn't go on and make that half century. So still a bit disappointing from him. I'm going to put him in the E column. Nathan McSweeney, F. Now, he made 9 in the first innings, then 4 in the second. I'm going to put him in the F column, and I'm really wanting to see, not Nathan, that's his name, sorry, Sam Constance come into the squad. He made runs against India in the Australian A squad. He's made runs in the Sheffield Shield. Then on debut, is the youngest player in the BBL to make a 50, and made it his first 50 off just 20 balls. Ended up making 56 off 27 balls, and was just pulling shots from everywhere. I think this kid is ready to go, Sam Constance, and it might be Nathan McSweeney. Might have to make way. Obviously, Nathan McSweeney was given the rough end of the stick, not known as an opener, bats it for Queensland, but having to open for the Aussies when they were in desperate need of an opener after the retirement of David Warner. So it's probably a bit stiff on Nathan McSweeney, but he goes in the F column with Sam Constance really knocking on that door, the 19-year-old. Marnus Labuschagne, after a well thought out 50 in the first innings of the last test, he only got 12 and 1 in this test. I'm going to put him... I'm going to put him... I think I'm going to go F. Probably a bit hard on Mars, but he's in a bit of a form, so he needs to get some runs on the board. He's our number 3. He's in the prime of his career. He's 30 years old. He really needs to start getting some runs on the board. Now, Steve Smith he responded in a massive way in that first inning. He's a really good, really hard fought out 100. Was still finding his feet till he got to 50, but after that just went on with it. And was the Steve Smith that we known of from all the other times. From all the years coming across, 101 in the first innings, 4 in the second innings, but that 100 was really impressive. I'm going to put him in the A column. Next up, we got Travis Head, and how good was that 100 as well? He made 152 in the first innings, 17 in the second innings, and also took 1 for 3 with the ball. Just the best batter. He's the best batter in the world at the moment. I'll say it again. It's just, at this point, he's taking the piss, really. Just knocking bowlers left, right, and centre all around the park. And he's just unstoppable at the moment. Bowlers don't know where to bowl to him because you bowl one spot to him, he puts you over on the onside, you pull it back leg, you put it up too full, he'll drive. He's got a beautiful drive. He goes in with the right mindset, the attacking mindset, really good for a number 5 batsman. So Travis Head immediately, without any surprise, goes in the S tier. Mitch Marsh, 5, 2, and none for 6. Another person I'm going to put in the F column there. I was very disappointed with Mitch Marsh. Could put on some more runs with the back, failed to hit double figures, and it probably doesn't want to be bowling as much with his body not being able to hold up to it when he does bowl, but at least grab a wicket, and he was unable to do so, so I'm going to put him in the F column. Next up, Alex Carey. Now I'm going to put Alex Carey in the A column. He made 70 not outs in the first innings, 20 not out in the second innings, and then also took 4 catches and a stumping in the first innings with the gloves. So not only was he really impressive with the bat, and he hit a monster 6 with the bat as well. I think it was 100 plus meters, that one as well. Might have been like 105 or 108, something like that. But yeah, he was really impressive with the bat, but also he was impressive with the glove. 4 catches and a stumping, half the dismissals going towards his name as a keeper. Was really impressive. So I'm going to put him in the A column. Paddy Cummins, our skipper, 4 for 81 with the ball in the first innings, 20, and then a crucial 22 off 10, just coming in throwing the bat up in the second innings. For his 4 for 81, I'm going to put him in the... I'm going to put him in the B column. Probably a bit stiff. Maybe the A column is more like it, but I'm going to put him in the B column for here. Next up, we got Mitchell Starc, 3 for 83, 18 and 2 not out. I'm going to put him in the B column as well. Next to the skipper, Paddy Cummins, just our two frontline bowlers really going at it there. Was magnificent to watch. It's always good to see when they're up and firing, real quick bowlers going in, attacking the opposition batsmen and wreaking havoc to batsmen from all countries around the world. Next up, Nathan Lyon, 1 for 55, so actually got a bowl this time in this test, and then two batted once, made 2 with the bat. 1 for 55. That's Hazelwood, sorry. 1 for 55. I'm going to put him in the D column there. Probably just didn't get on as much wickets as he probably could have. Now, Josh Hazelwood, I'm going to put him in the F column for even putting his name up for a selection. No, he got the wicket, only managed to bowl the 6 overs, took 1 for 22, but to put your name up for selection after you clearly weren't ready after that side strain injury, it was too quick of a turnaround. Scotty Boland had just bowled a treat. I think he took... If I remember correctly, if I flip the book over here, I'm pretty sure he took 5 wickets of the game, 2 for 54 in the first innings, 3 for 51 in the second innings. So 5 for the game with match figures there of 5 for 105. So it was someone who definitely could have continuously kept playing. But now Hazelwood, they had to back him in because all the New South Welshmen, and I get it, they're backing Hazelwood because of what they know he can do, but his body's just not up to it anymore. He's taking longer to recover, so why not stick to what was working when we got the win with Scott Boland? I know they're going back to it for the Boxing Day test, and they had no other choice really. If they didn't play him, I think the whole Victoria, in particular Melbourne, were going to riot if Scotty Boland didn't play at the G, but I'm putting Josh Hazelwood in the F column. All right, now let's move on to the Indian team, but let's just quickly go through what I've got here. Travis Head stands alone in the S column. In the A column, I got Steve Smith and Alex Carey. In the B column, I got the 2 quicks, Paddy Cummins and Mitchell Starc. No one in the C column. Maybe I'm being a bit harsher, Line. I'll bump Line up to a C. No one in the D column. Uzi Khawaja in the E. And Nathan McSweeney, Marnus Lavisham, Mitch Marsh, and Josh Hazelwood all in the F. Now, without further ado, let's move on to the Indian rankings. All right, well, moving on to the Indian rankings, and there's not much to write home about, especially with the bat, other than one batsman, really, was one of the openers. So we'll start off, though, with Jaiswal, 4 and 4 not out. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt with an E because we don't know what he could have done in that second innings. But if it was 4 and 4, he definitely would have been in the F, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because we didn't know if he didn't have the opportunity to build on in that second innings with the rain disrupting that. KL Rahul, 84 and 4 not out, and it was a really impressive 84. And matter of fact, do I want to put him? Let's have a think. I'm going to put him in the A column purely because he was the only Indian batsman one of the only Indian batsmen who showed some fight. Next up, we got Shubman Gill, 1. We're going to put him in the F column. I mentioned last week from the last game, he looked really impressive, was playing his shots, just didn't get going this one up by all means. Yes, the rain only allowed him to bat the once, but purely off that innings, we've got to put him in the F column. Virat Kohli, 3, going to have to put him in the F column as well. He's showing now he's really, if you attack him early, you can get him out really early and you can get him out cheaply. The tactic to stopping Kohli is to attack him and get under his skin early, because he can be a bit lazy with his feet and just poke his bat out a bit early on in his innings. So if you get him early, if you go at him early and you get him early, good. But if you don't get him early, you don't want to see what type of innings he can build, as he's one of the classiest batsmen in the world and has been for 10 to 15 years. Rishabh Pant, 9, but 9 catches keeping 2. So that, purely for that 9 catches, pops him up to a C-com. Rohit Sharma, 10. Now, he's in a real bit of strife here, Sharma. I'm going to put him in the E-com. Just hasn't really found his feet since coming in the side. Obviously, the skipper normally opens, but has... excuse me, has batted in the middle order, especially in Australia against Australia, but just hasn't found his feet. So 10 there, so it's going to put him in the E-com. Ravindra Jadeja came in for his first game now. None for 95 with the ball, but 77 with the bat. I'm going to put him in the B-com. Really show why he's one of the better all-rounders going around in the world. Didn't take a wicket, but we know how classy he is with the ball. But not only that, he's probably just as good a batter as he is bowler, but he's more known for his bowling, if that makes sense. But that 77 was really impressive, and he's made a lot of good innings and had a lot of good knocks against the Aussies before too. So the Aussies know that when Jadeja comes out to bat, he's no middle to low order batsman. He's a genuine batsman. Next up, Nikesh Kumar Reddy took 1 for 65 and made 16 with the bat. We'll put him in the C column. It's just all right. Mohammad Siraj, 2 for 97, 2 for 36, and 1. We'll also put Siraj in the C column. And, so we've got Mohammad Siraj in the C column. And apologies, looking at what I'm looking at now, I've got a photo of Ravi Ashwin, but it is supposed to be Akash Deep. But because we're so far in the video, I feel like let's just keep going with that. So apologies in advance, but let's just picture Ashwin is Akash Deep. So, yes, apologies for that. But we'll go with Ashwin now, who is Akash Deep. 1 for 95, 2 for 28, and 31 on debut. I'm going to put him in the C column as well. I thought it was really impressive, especially with the batting at 11. Hit that monstrous 6 as well. And last but not least, Jasprit Bumrah. 6 for 76, 3 for 18, and 10 not out. I'm going to put Jasprit Bumrah straight in the A column there. So let's quickly go over what we've got around for everyone. S tier, Travis Head. In the A column, we got Steve Smith, Alex Carey, KL Rahul, who's having a really good series, mind you, opening the batting. Jasprit Bumrah. In the B column, Paddy Cummins, Josh Hazlewood, Ravindra Jadeja. In the C column, Nathan Lyon, Rishabh Pant, Kumar Reddy, Mohammad Siraj, and Akash Deep. No one in the D column. In the E column, we have got Usman Khawaja, Jaiswal, and Rohit Sharma, and a fair few in the F column, a lot more than you would want for either countries, really. Nathan McSweeney, Marnus Labuschagne, Mitch Marsh, Shubman Gill, Josh Hazlewood, and Virat Kohli. Well, there you have it. There are my rankings for the third test. A rain-delayed third test, but it makes an interesting fourth test for the Boxing Day coming into it. It's obviously a big mark on the calendar for any sport, and in particular cricket fan, the Boxing Day test. Let me know in the comments how you think it's going to play out, and do you think anyone's going to miss out from either side? I really think Sam Constance is knocking on the door. It's already confirmed Josh Hazlewood's calf injury that he came off is a series-ending one, so Scott Boland will come in for that one. But is Sam Constance also knocking on the door? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, turn on your notification bell on so you don't miss another video, any videos. Share it around to anyone who you think might enjoy it. And I hope you guys have a great Merry Christmas. Spend it with your loved ones, your family and your loved ones. And until the end of Boxing Day, I will see you then for my rankings for the fourth test. Can't the Aussies?